All right, guys, July the 25th. It is 9:19 in the morning, and what we are cooking up in the kitchen this morning, which will be our supper for tonight and probably our lunch, because it is what it is. It is a Cajun themed dish. We have our andouille sausage cooking and rendering off in our pot. We'll pull that in just a minute, and then we'll put our chicken thighs in, brown those up, take that out, and then we're going to add our holy trinity: onions, bell peppers, celery. The mushrooms will be the very last thing that goes in before we finish the whole dish off. Our spices are garlic powder, onion powder, red pepper flakes, regular black pepper, salt. We're going to use tomato paste, 1 small can of tomato paste, and probably a whole box of chicken broth, and 2 cups of rice. So that's what we're making this morning. And I'll be back in just a minute to show you some more. So our pan was absolutely too dry, so what we've done is we've added probably about a tablespoon, maybe a couple of tablespoons of good olive oil in here. Now then, we're going to add our chicken and let it brown up. And I'll be right back. So, as you can see, we're getting some color put on our chicken right now. Our sausage is right there. We pulled it. We're browning our chicken up. And once it's done, we'll pull it, or when it gets to the doneness that we want. Just remember, you don't have to cook it completely done, but you want it, I'd say, at least 3/4 of the way done, because we're going to add this stuff back in and let it cook on a low simmer for a while. So I'll be back. So I know I said I was going to put the mushrooms in at the very last, but I've changed my mind. We're just going to put it all in there and let all these cook, kind of soften up their onions, bell peppers, and our celery. And also, while I'm thinking of it, I'll be right back. It just wouldn't be the same if we didn't do garlic. Now would it? So I'll be right back and show you how much we're putting in. So we're probably putting a good tablespoon of garlic in there. And stir. I'll be right back. All right. Now our spices: garlic powder. This is a teaspoon, not a tablespoon, but a teaspoon. You know this is brand new. You heard the snap. Yeah, that was me punching a hole in it. So even though we put garlic in it, we're going to put garlic powder too. 2 teaspoons. 1, 2. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And we've got onion in it, but hey, guess what? We're putting onion powder in it too. Same amount. 2 teaspoons of onion powder. Now we're putting red pepper flakes in it, but we're going to go ahead and throw some black pepper in there. Red pepper flakes. A good sprinkling of those. And salt. Probably, well, salt to taste. If it's not salty enough when you're done with it, you can always add more to it when you plate it. Remember the old saying, you can't take out what you put in, but you can always add. So, that's our spices. Get all that mixed up. Let that start working. And remember, the salt is going to help pull moisture out of the veggies. Help them soften up a little quicker. And I'll be back. So once we've got our veggies slightly softened up, we've got our spices in on top of it. I did go ahead and add just a touch of paprika. I don't think it's really going to change the flavor profile, but it gives you a little bit more color. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add 1 small can of tomato paste. And I'll be back. So we've got our tomato paste in, and stir. Stir, stir, stir. Now obviously the tomato paste is going to make a change in the flavor, but it's going to give us a ton of color that we're looking for. Get all that mixed in. Turn our heat down here so we don't scorch anything or burn it. Get all that done. Get it all mixed up. I'm going to pause it for just a minute. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to go ahead and throw our meat back in and stir. Now then, it's like super thick. So we're going to add our chicken broth, and I'll be right back. So we didn't use the whole box of chicken broth, probably 3 cups. And turn our heat back up to medium. And once this starts to boil a little bit, or when it starts to boil, we'll add 1 cup or a little over 1 cup, probably just 1 cup of rice to it. Maybe a little more than a cup, maybe a cup and a half. Remember what I said, 2 to 1. 2 parts liquid to 1 part rice. So we may do a cup and a half once this comes up, starts boiling. Looks pretty good, smells even better. I'll be back. So we've got just a little bit of a boil right now, but we want it a little bit more of a rolling boil, and then we'll add our rice to it. We'll let that cook for about 10 minutes, and then we'll turn the heat down to low and let it cook for another 10 minutes, and then we'll turn the heat off and just let it sit. And probably for another 20 to 25 minutes to allow that rice to soak up all that liquid. Now I'll be back when I start to add the rice. All right, that's about the right what I'm looking for as far as the boil goes. We've got 1 cup of just regular white rice. We're going to add that in and stir. Got to stir. Anytime you add something, you need to stir it up. Ouch. That flame is a little hot, I'm going to tell you. And don't do like me and make a mess. Try to keep it all in the pot. So we've got that in. We're going to let it come back to a rolling boil, or a boil, for probably about, like I said, probably about 10 minutes. And then we'll turn it down on low for another 10 minutes. All the time stirring every now and then, make sure nothing's sticking to the bottom. And I'll be back with you to let you see what it looks like. While we're letting this boil a little bit, we can go ahead and kind of get a taste of where our seasoning level is at here with the broth. It's probably going to need just a little more salt. But like I said, you can always add salt when you can't take it away. If you put it in, you can't get it back out. So we'll leave it alone like it is right now, and we'll salt once we get our portion out. We'll salt to our taste, and I'll be back in just a little bit. So while we're waiting, let's go back over the ingredients. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, a good sprinkling of red pepper flakes, salt and black pepper. That's our spices. And then we used 1 full-size link of spicy andouille sausage, the Eckrich brand, 1 chicken thigh. We sliced and cubed that up. We sliced the andouille up. And chicken broth. And tomato sauce. And a little bit of paprika. So that's what's in it. and I'll be back with you. So we cooked it on low for about 5 minutes because it's thickening up really quick. Now then, we're got the heat turned off, and we're just going to let it sit here, lid on, for probably another 10 minutes to allow that rice to soak up all that moisture, or a lot of it. And we'll be back shortly. All right, we're going to dip us out some here, see what we've got. Chicken and andouille jambalaya. Sounds like the rice is a little underdone, so you adjust your cooking to, make sure that it's to the doneness you want. I'm okay with a little bit rice that's a little bit firm to the bite. So I'll be right back. Well, I'm back. I wasn't gone very long at all, was I? Gotta get a spoon. And remember what we say. The proof is in the pudding. You don't know how good it is till you try it. So here we are. Let's get a piece of that andouille and a piece of that chicken and a veggie or two. As you can see, it's hot, so you see the steam coming off of it. Oh my gosh, it's really good. The rice definitely needs to cook a little bit longer, and I can fix that. But it'll soften up just from the heat and moisture that's in the pot right now. It'll soften up to where I like it. Not too spicy. Got a little bit of a tingle on the tongue. Nothing bad. Definitely needs salt. You'll have to add salt to it, or I'll have to add salt to it. All right, good hearty meal. Pretty quick to put together. We done it in about 35 minutes. This is Wilson White 68 saying, get in the kitchen, try stuff out. You don't know what you can do until you try. Hope each and every one of you have a blessed day. See you later.